up muscles. It's based on a special time system during which the horses are trained in a square vault 8 meters or 8.5 yards in diameter. Nowadays, in almost all the modern sports, athletes train with fixed time intervals, and we've integrated this method in our horse training too. I think this may actually be what has made the equikinetic method such a success. At first, the horse works for a minute on one rein. After that, it's given a 45-second break. During this break, we change the direction, and then we work on the horse's other side. Interval training gives the horse a fixed work phase, and he soon knows what awaits him. This training method is strenuous, and it's much easier for the horse if he knows there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The beep of the timer is crucial, as it naturally conditions the horse a bit, or rather it conditions him very strongly. Every beep of the timer signaling a break triggers the release of happiness hormones in the horse's brain, which is of course very pleasant for him. In addition, this rigid time system has huge advantages. Everybody who uses this system for the first time confirms that working on the good side of the horse, they feel they've done nothing when the minute is over. While on the bad side, the minute seems to last forever. Conversely, this means people have so far spent far too little time on the horse's bad side and too much time on the good side. The basic time system: 8 times 1 minute of work at the walk. The horse is walked in the lanes for 1 minute. After each minute of work, we change the rein and give the horse a 45-second break. Then we work on the other rein for 1 minute. Use a timer or an app on your mobile phone for exact timing. Short and sweet, or why is the work phase so short? One of the most widespread evils in the horse training world is probably that we have developed a tendency to absolutely disregard all the rules concerning the period of time a horse should work. Even the tougher cavalry trainers of earlier times, like Phyllis, said you can't stress a horse for more than 7 minutes at a time. Which refers to learning, of course. And look what we expect of horses today. Sometimes we want them to pay attention for 3/4 of an hour, which isn't possible anyway. That's the advantage of working just a minute, or at most a minute and a half. With this interval, we have captured the horse's attention span rather well. Time and again, people are surprised how mentally exhausted their horse is after his first equikinetic unit, even though he was only actually working for 8 minutes. The crucial factors here are the constant slight inward bend of the head and constant speed, and also that the human needs to give as much to the horse, that is, the same attention. This places very high demands on the horse because it isn't used to actually listening to the human. Why is there a break after every work phase? After every work phase, there's always a break. During the break, we change the rein by changing our position, and then we work on the other side of the horse. The break is very important because the horse needs a short rest. There are a lot of relevant scientific findings. When does the evacuation of lactates begin, etc.? But we don't want to go into all that. What's crucial is that this interval training, we didn't need to invent it. People have been applying highly intensive interval training in sports for years. It's very popular and highly efficient. The method simply hadn't found its way into horse training. We stretch the entire outward side and we work the horse thoroughly. No muscle would stand this stress continuously for 8 minutes, which means that we need the breaks to give the muscles, but also the horse's brain, some time to relax. And last not least, we mustn't forget the human on the other end of the lunge line. You have to keep up with the horse, which is a question of physical stamina, and you have to keep the horse's attention focused on you, and that's a question of mental stamina. Humans are quite grateful for the breaks too.